So it's getting ready to rain tonight, guys. I wanted to show you this cart before the rain washed all the dust and everything off of it. Look at it. It's been sitting there in a barn for over 10 years. And you can tell by all the dust on it and how nasty it is. The rain's gonna wash it off tonight, so I wanted to get a picture of it before so you guys could see it. And I'll tell you all about it later. Also, here's a bunk bed I picked up. I scored. That's a bunk bed. You know, one bed on the bottom, one on the top. And I got that because we're getting ready to start raising goats and chickens. So I cleaned her all up with a pressure washer, guys. This is an awesome cart. It is a Interceptor, and it had a 4 horsepower Subaru engine on it. These things are very high-end carts. They're not like your standard cheap go-karts. These are very high-end and just awesome carts. You guys, the price tag's still on it. This thing is mint. Let me show you. See if it'll focus. Look right there. Look right there, guys. $498. So yeah, that alone makes it a high-end go-kart, you know. Really nice. All right, so this cart is missing the engine. It doesn't have an engine. But guys, you will not believe, most of you will not believe the way I acquired this go-kart. This is the weirdest. This has to be one of the weirdest things that's ever happened to me. So I'm driving down the road, guys, and there's a barn being tore down by a bunch of Amish people, and they're tearing the barn down, you know, which is not unusual. So but what was unusual to me was they were all standing around in a circle, like staring at something. I thought, what are they doing, you know? And I recognized one of them, so I thought, well, I couldn't hold back. I thought, let me go see what they're up to. Walked over there, and there sits this cart. So I'm like, what are you guys doing looking at that go-kart, you know? They said, that's the devil. That's the devil. And I was like, what are you talking about, the blue go-kart? They're like, yeah, that's the devil. And I was like, okay. You know, so I looked around a little bit more, and I saw those bunk beds that I showed you earlier in the video. So I was like, well, guys, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will remove the devil from your barn so you can finish, you know, tearing it down, because they were all at a standstill. They're like, we don't want to work around this devil, you know? So I said, I'll tell you what I'll do, guys. If you will give me that bunk bed, I'll get the devil out of here for you. I'll haul the devil right on out of here, you know? And they're like, oh, okay, so you got a deal. Or however they talk, I don't know. They got a little German accent or something. I was like, all right, cool. I asked them to help me load it, and they're like, no, we don't touch the devil. So I was like, whatever. Throwed it on my truck, got the bunk beds, man, and here she sits, guys. Let me show you. I have an engine for it. Let me show it to you. So back here in the corner of the garage, amongst all the junk, is my old block saw. What I use to cut all these blocks on the walls. And it's got a good engine on it, I think. Let me get the... Yeah, there's a good Predator engine, 6.5 horse or whatever they are. So I'm going to use that engine. The carburetor's going to be stopped up. This thing hasn't run for years. But we'll clean the carb on it. Let me get it off of there and get it on the bench. So here's the little engine. It's all dusty from the blocks. Cutting the blocks on that saw. It smells a little funky. Let's go ahead and give her a little sniff test and see what's going on here in the tank. Oh, whoa! so bad, guys. Oh. Oh, it's nasty. I had never smelt one quite that bad before. Oh. All right, guys. So sorry about that. It just caught me off guard. It's so nasty. Anyways, here's the air filter. Let's take a peek inside of there. I put that gas cap back on because I couldn't stand it. There's the air filter. It's all dusty from block dust. I think I'll take that off of there, take this engine outside and hose her off, clean it up, and then we'll work on it. Oh, look at that. I have the worst luck, I swear. If you're wondering why I'm not using a pressure washer, because I already put it away and I'm too lazy to get it back out. So I don't know what was in that tank, but it's nasty. What is it? Whatever's in there. Maybe there's some water, dirt, maybe both. Pretty cloudy, pretty skanky and nasty. And stinky. Engine's all cleaned up, looking like new money. Let's see if we can get this carburetor off of here and do something with it. All right, what I think I'm gonna do is take just the bowl off of it and see if I can just clean the jet. It'll be easier that way. Maybe it'll run like that. It's leaking a little stinky gas. I'm not gonna show you guys how to rebuild the carburetor or anything like that. If you need to know that, check out Musty1. He's an old school mechanic, and his videos are very good. I do enjoy them. Holy moly! Look in there. Ah! This thing, she's gotten a little crustified sitting there all this time. Carb's all cleaned up. I cleaned up the air filter and stuff, guys. I think it's full of oil. I think I left it full of oil when I left it before I let it sit. So let's just pull on the rope and see if it'll fire up and run. I got fresh gas in it. Check it out. Man, that always amazes me. Where it's full. I can't believe it. And she's running smooth and nice too. Cool. Man, listen to that thing purr. After sitting that long, I'm amazed it's doing that well, honestly. Well, the next thing we need to do is figure out how to put all this stuff together. There's a chain here, right there, if you guys can see it. There's a brake and everything. And here's the other parts with it. I'm just not really familiar with Go Karts, so I'll have to... Here's a clutch, I know that much. There's another chain, see? There's two chains. Why has it got two chains on it? I don't know. And then it's got sprockets all over it. So I need to sort through that stuff. And also I have to take these pulleys off of this engine to put the clutch on it. Well, this is what I figured out so far. I've been studying on it. This piece just kind of fits right here. This chain just kind of goes right here. And there you are. Looks like that goes like that. the motor will fit on this side over here. Let me show it to you. You know, the motor will fit, the engine that is, will fit right here on top of this plate, and you can slide this plate back and forth to tighten up your chain. So that's cool. I don't know if this engine, I hope that engine's not too big to fit in that little compartment there. I'm not sure. Let's try it and see. Ah, that's nice. Cool. Before I put the engine on there, I'm going to put this other chain on that sprocket because maybe we won't have to take the engine off again if I do it that way. This one must go behind here to the clutch on the engine. And there you have it. That looks like how it goes. This top must go to the clutch on the engine. Let's throw the engine on there, see what it looks like. Ah. Woo. Let's see. Ah. Woohoo. Wow. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Looks like she fits like a glove. Look here. Here's the clutch. And look at that. Nice. Check it out. That's how it goes. I need to bolt the engine down, get the throttle cable hooked up. The seat's still unbolted. I might be missing I have to look at my truck. I might be missing the chain guard and all that. We'll see. If I don't have it, I'll try and get one. But that's where we're at, guys. It looks good. Engine fits perfectly. That's it for today on the Go Kart build. There's going to have to be a part 2. I got another video going on, guys. I'm putting an alternator on a John Deere tractor. So I got 2 things going on at once right now. And this is all I have time for today on this Go Kart. But there will be a part 2 very soon. Don't worry. I'm not going to put it off very long. Get back to it just as soon as I can. We'll get this thing running and go for a romp on it. I can't wait to ride it and try it out. Guys, if you like this channel, subscribe to it. And give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Share it with your friends. We'll see you in a few days, and we'll get this thing on the road.